Hello students, welcome to Accountancy Point where we study the various accounting concepts for class 11 and 12. Today I have come with the concept for class 12, same capital adjustment, but in today's video we'll discuss the second case of adjustment of capital in case of retirement of a partner. In the previous video we discussed case 1 when the fixed capital of the new firm is given. In that case, how do we adjust the capital that was discussed? If you have not gone through the video, please go through the video. The link is shared in the description column. So today is the video number 31, adjustment of capital case 2 in case of retirement of a partner. Children, this case 2 is about when fixed capital is not given and it is to be adjusted in the new profit sharing ratio. That means you are not given the fixed capital of the firm and you are supposed to adjust the capital in the future profit sharing ratio. Now, in order to solve sums of this type, there are certain steps which you will follow. It will be easy for you to understand. The first step is to calculate adjusted capital of the continuing partners. Continuing partners are those partners who are left after a partner has retired. Now, when another term which we have to understand is the adjusted capital, which we had discussed in the previous video also. Adjusted capital means the capital plus all other adjustments. The other adjustments can be regarding your reserves, surplus, goodwill, accumulated profit, accumulated loss, goodwill which is appearing in the books of the firm. So after all these plus and minus, whatever is left, that is called the adjusted capital. So the first thing which you have to do is to find out the adjusted capital. Then you will calculate total capital of the new firm. How will you calculate the total capital of the new firm? For that, you are supposed to aggregate, means total of adjusted capital of remaining or continuing partners. Whoever continuing partners are there and whatever is there are their adjusted capital. We will add the adjusted capital of the continuing partners and then we will distribute it in the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, and we will distribute it in the new profit sharing ratio and then we will determine the surplus or deficit capital. What do you mean by surplus capital? Surplus capital is the capital when your adjusted capital is more than new capital. For example, suppose after all the adjustment, the capital of a partner comes up to rupees 50,000. But if the new capital is discussed or is determined, it comes only 45,000 rupees. That means the previous capital of the partner was more, which he will have to withdraw from the firm. Such a capital is known as the surplus capital. Deficit capital is the capital in which the new capital is more than the adjusted capital. And in this case, the partner will have to bring in more cash or he will have to contribute capital. In case if there is a surplus capital, we can pass the following entry: continuing partners capital account debit to cash, bank or partners current account. In case if the question says that any excess or shortfall is to be adjusted through current account, in that case you will be using the partner's current account. Otherwise, if there is no instruction, you will use cash or bank account. In case of deficit capital, the partner will have to bring in more capital into the business. So the entry has to be passed cash account, bank account or partner's current account to continuing partner's capital account. Depending upon the situations, you will be passing the journal entry. Now, based on this particular concept, first of all, let us take a small example, a small question, and then we'll take up a full and complete question where we will be solving the various other concepts. Question: over here there are three partners, Akash, Vikash and Prakash, who are sharing profits and the losses in the ratio 4:3:2. Vikash retired on 1st April 2019, on which their capitals after all adjustment. In this question, children, I have taken the capital after all adjustment. That means all the adjustments have been made. Profit of revaluation have been added, or if there was a loss that has been done, any reserves, surplus, accumulated profits have been added, accumulated losses have been deducted, goodwill appearing in the books have been deducted. That means after all the adjustments, the capitals of the partners stand at rupees 65,800, and of the second partner 57,225, and of the third partner 33,800. Now the question says that the total capital of the reconstituted firm is to be adjusted through cash account in their future profit sharing ratio. Now children, adjusted capital has already been given. What are the adjusted capital? You can write over here adjusted capital. First of all, let us write the name of the partners so it will be easy for us to understand. Akash, Vikash and Prakash. These are the three partners. Their adjusted capital means capital after all adjustment. The capital of Akash is rupees 65,800. Of Vikash, it is 57,225, and Prakash is rupees 33,800. Vikash is a retiring partner, so obviously he will have to be paid off. Now we have to calculate the new and total capital. Children, what step did I tell you in order to calculate the total capital? Calculate total capital of the new firm. How? By adding up the adjusted capital of remaining or continuing partners. Who all are remaining or continuing partners? They are Akash and Prakash. So what will be their total capital? Capital of Akash is 65,800 and Prakash is rupees 33,800. So if you add them, the total is 99,600, and this must be distributed in the new profit sharing ratio. Children, in this question, Akash, Vikash and Prakash, the old ratio is given 4:3:2. You are not given any new ratio, but question says that Vikash retires. That means this 3/9 goes away. Now the new ratio between Akash and Prakash will be left. If you hide this, it will be 4:2 or 2:1. This is your new ratio as well as the gaining ratio. Now what we are supposed to do is this 99,600 will be distributed between Akash and Prakash in the ratio 2:1. So what will be the share? 99,600 divided by 3. It will be rupees 66,400 and 33,200. So this is the new capital of Akash and Prakash. So here you can write in front of, just below Akash, 66,400 and Prakash is 33,200. Now children, if you compare, what is the adjusted capital of Akash? 65,800 and new capital is 66,400. So which one is greater? The new capital is greater. That means Akash will have to bring in, he was having less capital earlier, so he will bring in rupees 600. He will bring in this much of capital into the new business or the reconstituted firm. And in this case, Prakash, if you say the adjusted capital, means the old capital is 33,800, whereas as per the new capital calculation, he needs only 33,200 to remain in the business. That means 600 is excess, which he will withdraw from the business. New capital is more. Now we are supposed to pass journal entry. So what journal entry will you pass? In first case, the first partner is bringing in. So you will pass the entry cash or bank account debit. Question has clearly mentioned over here, calculate the amount to be paid or brought in, also pass journal entries for them. That means you are not informed to adjust it through current account. That is why I am using the term cash or bank account debit to Akash's capital account. He will bring in more capital, introduce 600 extra. So here in the narration you will write additional cash or capital brought in. And the second partner has to take away. So you will pass the entry Prakash's capital account debit to cash or bank account. You will write the narration over here, excess capital withdrawn. So this is how we solve a question where there is a small question and we have to adjust the capital. Now we'll take a full-fledged sum and then we'll try to solve the sum with all the adjustments. So children, this is the question which I have taken. As you can see, it's written that Raj, Uttam and Prakash were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:2:1. This is the old ratio, children, which you can write Raj is to Uttam is to Prakash. These are the three partners whose profit sharing ratios are 2:2:1. This is the old ratio. Then you are given with the liability side the capital account of the three partners, creditors, bills payable, general reserve. This is we distribute amongst the partners. On the asset side we have stock, machinery, motor van, bank, debtors, etc. Now over here the adjustment says that Uttam retires. This is Uttam who is retiring on 1st April 2019 on the following terms. Provision for bad debts to be increased by 9750. Children, this is an item of revaluation account. So let us continue with the revaluation. Provision is a liability and it is to be increased by 9750. So as you know that liabilities when increased is written on the debit side. So here I am writing provision for bad debts 9750. After this, the second adjustment is stock to be appreciated. We have to increase stock by 20% and building by 10%. Both these assets have to be increased. So stock is 1,25,000. So 20% of this has to be increased, and the building is to be increased by 15% of 2,25,000. So we'll calculate both of these have to be increased. So we will go on the credit side by stock 20% of 1,25,000 will be rupees 25,000, and we have to also increase the buildings. Buildings has to be increased by 15%. So 15%, building is to be increased by 10%. 10% of 2,25,000 is 22,500. So we have increased both these assets. Next adjustment is machinery and motor van. These are another two assets which are to be depreciated by 10% and 15% respectively. Machinery decreased by 15% and 10%, and motor van to be decreased by 15%. Okay, so we will have to write it on the debit side to machinery account and to motor van. Both these assets have to be reduced. Machinery account is 1,75,000. 10% of that will be rupees 17,500. Motor van is of rupees 40,000. 15% of that will be rupees 6,000. Next item, item number D, is about the goodwill of the firm. So that is not going to affect your revaluation. And then capital adjustment, new profit sharing ratio is given and capital adjustment is given. That means for the revaluation, we do not have any other item. So we will close this. We will close it. Which side has a greater total? As you can see, obviously credit side with 47,500 is greater. So we will write it on the debit side also, and we will subtract all these items. 47,500 minus 9,750 minus 17,500 minus 6,000. Balance is 14,250, which we will distribute amongst the partners in the old ratio. Raj's capital account to Uttam's capital account to Prakash's capital account. So we'll distribute this 14,250 in the old ratio, which is 2:2:1. That means divided by 5 into 2. So 5,700 for Raj, 5,700 for Uttam, and 2,850 for Prakash. Now, this was the end of the revaluation account. We'll continue with the partners' capital now. In order to start the capital account of partners, first of all, we are supposed to transfer the opening capital. So what are the opening capitals of the partners? 1,25,000, 1,50,000 and 2 lakhs. So here I will write by balance brought down. 1,25,000 for Raj, 1,50,000 for Uttam and 2 lakhs for Prakash. These are their opening capitals. After writing the capital account, we have the creditors, bills payable and general reserve. General reserve will be distributed because we do not have any other adjustment related to this. So we will write by general reserve. The amount in the balance sheet is rupees 60,000, which we have to distribute in the old ratio 2:2:1. So it will be rupees 24,000, 24,000 and 12,000. I have distributed it in the old ratio 2:2:1. On the asset side, we do not have any item to be written off. I will go out of the balance sheet. Adjustment number A, B and C. These three are related to the revaluation account, which we have already prepared, and we have profits. So this will be transferred to the credit side by revaluation account. The share is 5,700, 5,700 and 2,850. Now, after these three items, the next item is the firm's goodwill, which is valued at rupees 90,000, and question has clearly given the new PSR, that is 3:2. So here I will write about Raj and Prakash, who are continuing, and the new ratio is 3:2. So I will calculate the gaining ratio first of all. For Raj, 3/5, that is new ratio minus old ratio 2/5. So it is 1/5. And for Prakash, it is 2/5 minus 1/5. It is 1/5. So the ratio, the gaining ratio between Raj and Prakash is 1/5 and 1/5. That means 1:1. So this is the gaining ratio. Now the firm's goodwill is given rupees 90,000. Out of this we will take out Uttam's share in goodwill. According to his old PSR, Uttam was supposed to get 2/5 of 90,000. So it will be rupees 36,000, which will be distributed equally between Raj and Prakash in the ratio 1:1, which is the gaining ratio. So the share will be rupees 18,000 each. So these two partners will be giving. That is why I will write over here by Raj's capital account. Raj will give to Uttam 18,000 and Prakash will also give Prakash's capital account. He will also give 18,000 to the partner. Because of the payment to Uttam, their capital will reduce. So since they are giving it to Uttam, Uttam's capital account, Raj capital will reduce by 18,000 and Prakash's capital will also decrease by 18,000. Both of the capitals will decrease by 18,000. Now, after we have done the adjustment for firm's goodwill, now let us talk about the last part, which is the capital adjustment. So before we talk anything about the capital adjustment, it says that the capitals of the continuing partners are to be adjusted according to the new PSR, which is 3:2. Any excess or shortfall in their capitals are to be adjusted through their current account. Children, over here it has clearly mentioned that you have to use the current account and prepare revaluation, partners capital and the balance sheet. So before we talk about the capital adjustment, we will close the capital account of the partners and we will pay first of all Uttam, who is the retiring partner. So we will calculate the amount which is to be paid to Uttam. It is rupees 1,50,000 plus 24,000 plus 5,700 plus 18,000 plus 18,000. It is 2,15,700. We will write this amount 2,15,700. Since question did not mention anything about the payment of Uttam, so the amount will be transferred to his loan account. Uttam's loan account will be rupees 2,15,700. So that's all with the capital account of the retiring partner. Now we have to adjust the capital of the continuing partners. For that, children, you need, if you remember the step I had asked you, the first step was to calculate the adjusted capital of the continuing partners. So let us calculate the adjusted capital of Raj. What is the capital of Raj? Adjusted capital you can calculate 1,25,000 plus 24,000 plus 5,700, and from that you will deduct this from Raj's capital 18,000. So after all these plus minus, the adjusted capital of Raj is left rupees 1,36,700 and Prakash's will be 2,12,000 plus 2,850, and from that also we'll deduct 18,000 minus 18,000. It is for Prakash, it is 1,96,850. So children, this is your adjusted capital. Second step was to calculate the total capital. How will you calculate the total capital? You will add these two capitals, adjusted capitals. So how much will be the total now? In these two will be added. So your adjusted capital is, total capital is 3,33,550. Now children, this total capital 3,33,550 will be distributed between Raj and Prakash in the new ratio. Which is the new ratio as per the question? Question has clearly said the capitals of the continuing partners are to be adjusted according to their new profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2. So we'll distribute this in the ratio 3:2. So the share will be 2,130,000 and for him it will be 1,33,420. So children, this is the closing capital of these two partners. So we will leave a line for any adjustment to be made and then we will write to balance carried down. This is Raj is the continuing partners and his capital is 2,130,000 and Prakash's new capital is 1,33,420. Now we will balance the capital accounts of Raj and Prakash, and whichever side the balance will come, we have to adjust it through which account? The question has clearly said we have to use current account. So I will balance, see which side of the total of both the partners is greater. If you see Raj's capital, I feel debit side is more, because over here there is only one item which is of rupees 12 lakh, 2 lakhs. So obviously 2 lakh 18,130 is the total of debit side, which I will write over here also, and the balance will be written as the current account. And I will subtract minus 125,000 minus 24,000 minus 5,700. Balance is 63,430. So this is the current account balance for Raj. Similarly, if you check Prakash, this side is only nearly 1,50,000 something, whereas only one item is of 2 lakh. So credit side of Prakash is more. It is 2 lakhs plus 14,850. It is 2 lakh 14,850, which we will write over here 2 lakh 14,850, and we'll subtract these two items, minus 18,000 minus 133,420. So the balance is 63,430, which I will write where? In the blank which I had left, and here I will use the name current account. So children, now it's time to prepare the balance sheet. I hope you all have understood the revaluation and partners capital, and now we'll prepare the balance sheet. So this is the format of the balance sheet of Raj and Prakash, because Uttam has already retired, and as at 1st April 2019, because the old balance sheet was given as at 31st March and Uttam had retired on 1st April. So on 1st April we can create the another new balance sheet, reconstituted balance sheet, and we will begin with our items. The first three items are the capital accounts. So obviously all the three partners are not the continuing partners anymore. We have only two continuing partners, Raj and Prakash, and this is their closing capital, which we will write over here. We will write Raj's capital account as rupees 2,130,000 and Prakash's capital account, which is rupees 1,33,420. We have transferred 2,15,700 to Uttam's loan account. So here I will write Uttam's loan account 2,15,700. So this is how we have done with the three items. Raj and Prakash are continuing. Uttam is retiring. He was not paid, so his capital has been converted to the loan account. Next item is creditors, 1 lakh. There was no adjustment related to creditors, and there was no adjustment related to bills payable also. So both these items will be written as it is without any change. We will write creditors 1 lakh and bills payable rupees 20,000. Without any change, I have written these items. Next item is general reserve, which was already distributed amongst the partners. So there is no question of being shown in the new balance sheet. Come on the asset side, you have stock, which was to be increased by 20%. Old value was 1,25,000. So here I will write stock 1,25,000 plus 20% is 25,000. So 1,50,000 is the new value of stock. After that, machinery was of 1,75,000, which was to be reduced by 10%. So I will write machinery over here 1,75,000 minus 17,500. So the balance is 1,75,000 minus 17,500, 1,57,500. So that was about machinery. Next is motor van, which is to be reduced by 15%. The old value is 40,000. So I will write over here motor van 40,000 minus 6,000, which is 15%. Balance is 34,000. After motor van, the next item is bank 12,500. There is no change in bank, so I will write it as it is 12,500 without any change. Next is debtors. Debtors I will write as whatever was the value given, 80,000 less provision. Children, if you can see over here, you had the old provision of rupees 2,500 which was to be increased by 9750. So 2500 plus 9750. So the total provision is 12,250. When you will deduct from 80,000, the balance is 67,750. After debtors, you have buildings which is to be increased by 15%. So buildings, old value is 2,25,000 plus not 15%. Building was to be building was to be increased by 10%. So 10% of this is rupees 22,500. So 2,25,000 plus 22,500 is 2,47,500. So that's all with the asset side. If we check the adjustments, first adjustment, provision we have adjusted in the new balance sheet, stock we have increased, building we have increased, machinery we have reduced, motor van we have reduced, goodwill of the firm does not go in the new balance sheet, capital account have been adjusted, excess and shortfall to be adjusted to the current account. Now come over here. You can see that the current account is the name, and whose current account is created? Prakash. So this is on which side? Credit side. So children, here I will write on the liability side itself, Prakash's current account. Why will it come on the current liability side? Because the balance is on the balance CD, means the opening amount, closing amount is on the credit side, sorry, debit side. So the opening will go on the credit side. So such an item is known as credit balance, and all the credit balances are shown on the liability side. So here I will write 63,430. Similarly, this is another current account for Raj, which comes on which side? Credit side. This is the closing value coming on the credit side. So when it will be brought forward, it will come on the debit side. The opening value will come on the debit side. So that is known as having a debit balance. Such items are called debit balance, and debit balances are always shown on the asset side. So here I will write Raj's current account 63,430. That's all. With that, we will total the balance sheet and check whether we have both the sides equal or not. 2,130 plus 133 420 plus 215,700 plus 1 lakh plus 20,000 plus 63,430. This side it is 7,32,680. Let's check this side. It is 1,50,000 plus 1,57,500 plus 34,000 plus, sorry, it is 34,000 plus 12,500 plus 67,750 plus 247,500 plus 63,430. Total is 7,32,680. Both the sides are equal. So children, this is how we prepare and solve a sum when the new capital, fixed capital, is not given and the capital is to be adjusted in the new and future profit sharing ratio. I hope these two examples and question will help you in solving and sorting out the problems related to such type of capital adjustment. Do take good care of yourself. Hope to like these videos. Please like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the Accountancy Point. Thank you.